Well, we're gonna start again, I'm gonna log back in. This is what we're looking here, cloudcma.com.
So that's what you go to, is it
Yeah.
like a website, right?
Yeah. For agents. And then log in. So you would create your own account.
Okay, so it's not your Paragon sign-in then, or?
Not from here, if you're
Okay.
going in separately. If you're going in through Paragon,
Okay.
you should be able to drag it in there. You still need an account.
Where do you
though.
look for it in Paragon?
I will show
You don't know. So what's the benefit of doing it this way rather, sorry, Mark, rather than just hopping in from Paragon?
Because this way, I'll show you this way. But let me just show you what it looks like first. So you can customize all of this yourself. Okay. So if you want to change this, you can change it to neighborhood market analysis or community or whatever you want. You can put your own pictures in there, or it'll pull it out from what's available.
Where do you change it, how do you change it?
I'll show you that later. We're just looking at the CMA, the end product right here, just to give you an example of what one looks like. And so this gives you the front page. You'll be able to add this or change it. You can put a footer in there, right? Give your information. I like to take these on listing presentations with me on a tablet because you can get all the pictures are better and they're all like one, as you'll see. So it explains what it is. You can add some of this or take it out. Right, so we got some of your own stuff there you've added to give it a little pizzazz. You can add a map of the listing, right? To it. Here's what's there. This is what we're looking at for this particular CMA. And it gives you the sold, the summary. It's nice and easy, right? You can have it down to 10 pages. Then it gives you this, the information you need. The best part though, for me, is when you show the people the photos. You have all the photos right here, right? You have it on a tablet like this, you're saying, look at this. So you want 50,000 more than this one, because you have a jetted tub. What about the granite counters here and the new floors? You've got a shag carpet, right? So you can kind of see and convince them with the pictures, this is a better, this is a better home for yours as well.
Can you click on each picture and does it expand?
No.
So then, if you show it on your tablet,
Yeah.
do you send it to the people, and so they have it?
I can. I do for some I won't,
Yeah.
right? So if you're kind of on the fence, it's like, hey, this is good for today. This is for today only, right? Next week or next month it might change up or down, right? And if I know they're gonna go with me, then I'll send it to them. Right? I'll give them a copy. But you need to have a certain amount of pages. If you're over that, I think if you're over 10 pages, it won't attach in some platforms. So you might have to take some stuff out. Okay.
Because it's too big.
Yeah, it's too big for just.
So this is all the pictures from all the comparative properties.
From this one home.
One,
Yeah, yeah.
So this is great, right? It gives you
What
a
you're
quick-
comparing it against, yeah.
Right, for what they have, that kind of idea. And then of course you would have the active ones if there were any actives as well, and they should be like this one. Okay. And you can change, I've got it for blue, you can change it to green or red or whatever you want. Like the Paragon CMAs as well. So at the end there you'll get something like this. Depending on how far you want to go back. Most of the stuff I'm doing right now, I'm just going back to like January 1st. So, back in here, if we're going to create a new one, so assuming you're all set up already, once you get your account, you're going to go into settings, right?
So there's no cost to this, or is there?
There's no cost to this, no. So you go into settings, you have a profile, and you're gonna go through and fill out all the little areas, right? So you can add it yourself, you can change a picture, or an avatar, passwords. Your name, if you go by a different name, like a short form or something, if they know you differently by a different name, right?
And you can print this off and everything, obviously, too, if you did.
Yeah,
You
you
can
can
have a
make,
printed copy and then one on your laptop or whatever.
Yes, so you can do either a PDF or you can send it as an attachment directly. If you're, the one that's free is the one that I use. If you want something that you pay for, I'm not sure what that one is, but we won't worry about that at this moment. So, basically, once you have your account, you get into this area, you're here, at the top says CMA, buyer to a property, or flyer. You could even make a flyer if you had your own, right? But we've got busier things to do. So, client.
Okay.
So, usually, when you type in the address here, so you always need a client name, it won't let you continue if you don't have a client name in the box there on the left side. Here, you're gonna put in the address, and you're gonna try and find, does it match up? This one is not the one I'm looking for. So this is the one I want. Sometimes this, oh,
Yeah.
Does it sometimes auto-populate the picture and everything?
it will pull the stuff from this, not necessarily from this one, because it's your subject property, so you won't have any photos yet.
But you might have taken a photo of the house for this specific purpose, but you could probably grab it from somewhere, right? If you've taken the photo.
You can, yeah, you can add the photo here. So you go, let's change it.
So does it get its information off the MLS, like will it auto-populate if you put in the address and it's been on the MLS in the last?
I think it looks like it goes off the tax data. It says for this one, no tax data input manually. It's just not. There you go, fetching tax data, no tax data.
Mhm.
But I think there's a few addresses that pop up for it though, so you might just need to try the next one down.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, 'cause that address came up like 3 times. Start out. No, it's not fetching the tax data.
So what is it, are you trying to get the tax data that it's gonna populate the square footage of the home and all that, or?
Yeah, why don't you just use a,
Yeah.
probably just put in whatever numbers you want there.
I don't. Who's got one close by here? So,
You did? I just listened to it when I got in here.
for some reason, it's giving me trouble today.
But usually, yeah, that'll
Let's try
autofill.
this one. Let's try this way. I've done a search for,
I'm a class of chiropractors.
So you're just searching for a past listing right now, like someone's.
I think he's gonna do a CMA and then
no, I was
usually
gonna
you can
try
put
and
in
do
the
one
address.
on one that,
A current one?
yeah, like a new one, just an example. Not, but yeah, you got a number?
An active listing?
No,
Oh,
we can do it with an active one. There should be tax data there.
so do you want an address or something? Or
This
you-
one
no.
is-
I can give you an address if you want.
Okay, try it.
Unit 17, 15989. Oh, so, okay. So it's unit 17, 15989 Mountain View, two separate words, Mountain View Drive. And it's in Surrey. Yeah, do you want the unit number?
No,
Okay.
thank you. See, it's not switching over to. What is the unit number?
17?
Yeah, see, so you should be able to.
Is it a strata or is it just
It keeps going over back to detached.
That's okay. We might be able to pull it anyway, because once we, let's just, what's the square footage on that, do you know?
23?
Which beds?
3.
2.5 or something?
Hello.
So I missed everything,
We won't worry too much about this. We'll see.
We just started.
Electric
We were
step
waiting,
there.
we were waiting for you.
We were waiting for you.
You guys
So-
are just wonderful.
When I go through this side, once you get to this point, you have your subject property there. If we went through the Paragon system and pulled it through, which I'll try and show you after, you're gonna see all the numbers on this side, the ones that you pulled through already, okay? And then you don't touch any of this. But if you don't have that, if you just go in here, and say quick and dirty,
Quick and dirty.
there's 10 listings, and go back, it's a 4 months. Let's see if we can pull up.
Would you put the MLS numbers in that by
No.
MLS number?
It's either or.
Yeah, so that would make it a lot quicker.
Which one?
Especially this quick and dirty.
The way you're showing
This
us,
way?
yeah.
This way does, yeah, yeah. If you don't have time to kind of pull it up and say search in that area, and you just wanna go in this way and do it,
Yeah.
yeah. Right. If it's working.
Do you find that it's quite accurate and good?
I think Paragon is a little bit more accurate in terms of the updated data.
Feed those numbers into the MLS numbers on the left-hand side.
So once you have them tagged in Paragon, how do you get them to move them over?
So that's why. Yeah. That's what I thought, I'm not sure. So I've never even seen that in that.
I think so, you put in all your criteria, try to do your.
So here, on this side of Paragon, I've done a search, right? We've
Yeah.
done where you would go, like the actives, expireds, and solds. And I'm just looking at Langley and Surrey, specifically Cloverdale and Willoughby Heights, for back to January for solds and expireds and actives. Total bedrooms, single house, 4-bedroom, 4 to 5 bedrooms. Minimum 2 kitchens, because we wanted to have the suites, right? So we know that all the stuff that's pulling on here is gonna go over. But the age, and the max, let's go 20. Where's it down? 14.
There we go.
Okay. So they would show up like this normally, right? So you're gonna click those, and then we're gonna go to actions. You with me so far?
Yeah.
Then you can see cloud, CMA.
Oh, okay.
This is where mine usually conks out,
Is that right?
yeah.
Okay. So,
What do you think that is?
I don't know, I've called the help desk and they haven't been able to figure it out.
What's that?
When I get to this point, it just evaporates.
Oh, cyberspace.
So you just lose your listings that you're trying to transfer over, or it doesn't work at all?
It transfers my listings over, but it won't populate the full report.
like, he was just showing us that
Yeah.
report. Oh.
Yeah.
Like with all the listings and the data
Yeah,
and
so
all that.
I've been having to piecework it together,
Oh, that's annoying.
yeah.
Okay.
But I've also purchased the auto prop, so that's,
Using that now? Yeah, I'm interested in that, that's pretty good.
I used it last night for the first time.
What is it?
It's a whole other,
Gives you a whole
yeah.
set of information.
Yeah.
Just-
it's,
Just more like zoning on properties in the
yeah,
neighborhood and
it's
stuff like
pretty
that.
powerful. And the board may be purchasing the rights to it,
I
so.
think they did.
They
Well,
should,
they have
'cause
in
if
Vancouver.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're still negotiating, so if they do, then I get my $1,400 back.
So you pay that for the year or upfront and that's it? time?
Okay,
You're like,
Yeah, for the year, I had to think
For
about
the year?
that, yeah.
okay, if we could just get back to this.
And that's besides this, that's, you
Yeah.
use that and this and.
Yeah, auto prop's
So
completely
we've gone
different
from
site.
Paragon,
Okay.
we've gone from Paragon, I clicked over, we went to the cloud part, so this opened up, and we still have to add our subject property in your client's name or whatever it is. And if it's detached, which it is, so here are all those numbers, right, here are all those MLS numbers we pulled over, right? Then we're gonna go fetch listings, and then this takes a bit of time, usually it takes, so.
Spits it out.
Then once this is done, they usually have all of the examples lined up. And you can click on them. So you can click on, see the details, it'll expand it to see if it makes sense, or if there's a, say there's a pool, you don't want that one, you still have time at this point to click them out, right? Or even say, you know what, this area is not where I wanna be, so we could take those out as well.
How?
So here, there's a spot for your price, you can deal with that later. I'll leave it open. So all of these, so for example here. Right, and then if you want to click on that, you can see the photos.
And then you just unclick the check mark?
Yeah, so let's take this one. Okay, for example.
Right.
It doesn't go. This one is too small.
Then people click on that, it comes back in.
And this one is too big, 32. Although the price seems okay.
And I think it's
And that is-
important,
and this is a strata, so you gotta watch, right? Cause you gotta make sure, if you're doing strata, that's fine. If you're not doing any strata properties.
So you
then
can,
don't
at the
want that.
beginning, you didn't,
I
I
did
thought
have
you had
residential
the-
detached, yeah,
Right.
from the MLS, but
Right.
it's still pulled.
but they do strata as well.
and would it be prudent to think for, especially for the new people, more is not always good? You just really wanna keep it very precise, because people tend to get overwhelmed if you give them too much information.
That's right. But you guys are okay with this? So there's only 11, 15, whatever it is.
Detached, so it would be a.
Can you add additional pages and add more
Well, there are some
information?
of those,
Yeah,
right,
so
like even
let's go to
Church
this.
Park, there's detached stratas, there's,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's what I would do.
Right, so here, now I've clicked on the ones we've accepted, we're gonna move on to the next part of this, of creating this report, right?
Like,
So-
there's something in there that says the Tom Ferry report,
Yes.
and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah,
is that?
don't worry about that.
Don't
That
click
you
on
gotta,
that,
that you
people.
gotta pay, and they'll
Yeah.
call you like in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Hi, stop right.
yeah, yeah,
Only $9.95.
I did click in there and I was like, oh no.
And the standard, do you wanna make money?
No.
No, I'm a realtor.
Yeah, no.
I just pay all
No,
the
I
time.
just wanna spend it.
Pay money. Stop calling me. Yeah, you know what's slow when you get all kinds of calls from America. Okay, so you can choose your theme. I've gone with this one. You can go with other themes that you want here. Right? It's up to you. Choose what works for you. You can go with a modern, black and gold, whatever.
then in those three things, it's showing you each a page how it's gonna look, right?
This here,
Like when it's telling you, when you're clicking on it.
it's
there's
just showing
those
you the
three
kind of the
pictures.
color,
Yeah,
color
like
scheme,
for
yeah.
each,
And then the layout, you can choose all of these different things, right? No cover, so I'm not gonna go through every one, cause it obviously takes time. Your title page, you can, so here, you can take these and you can move them
Oh,
up and
move them
down, whatever
around,
you
yeah.
wanna do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can delete there too, or no?
You can, yeah, on the side, right? And then you can put it, you can add, CMAs are for buyers too. These are premiums.
You could add your own blank and create your own page if you want as well, or no?
I don't know. I've never added a blank one. But there are all of these kind of things here, right?
Yeah.
So you can take these on and off. I don't need all of this stuff. Basically, I just like the first 10 pages, but whatever you know, if you wanna go through and look at it.
Tweak it and add it, and I like it, you know? They probably have a course like this through the board, right? Like,
I
pretty
don't know, do
straight.
they do a CMA one? I know they do a CMA one on Paragon. But any of these courses, you really need to get into it and kind of look at it yourself.
Play around with it,
and
exactly.
customize it, right? Do you need a guy in client testimonials, maybe for your listing presentation? Are you gonna have that there as well? It's up to you. Okay, so now that I've gotten to this point, I'm gonna publish it. And that's gonna pull everything together and give us that report that we had. Right, so here it is here, I'm waiting for it.
Because I go through piece by piece with them and say, you can't sleep at night, you pull all the stats back.
So then when you get to your appointment, you just open it up through this? You just go log in, same
No.
thing? Oh, okay.
Because what if you have problems, like it's,
yeah.
Yeah.
you look terrible.
Well, yeah, and
I
if you're not on
usually-
Wi-Fi or something too, yeah?
I transfer it to the tablet.
Like to the
As a
desktop kind of
PDF,
thing, yeah?
Yeah, and then I
Okay.
can just open it up and say, here we are,
Perfect,
right?
yeah.
You know, if you wanna look at it, even if it
Absolutely.
goes off or sleeps, it's, you know, you don't have to sign back.
Good, okay. So you can just save it as a PDF?
Yeah, this, so when you get here to these, there's like a play slideshow or view PDF,
So basically, it's
right? And the view PDF goes.
education and the Bible.
So when you're gonna save it as a PDF, or can you just save it to your desktop and then take it from there?
You could do it that way too.
Or do you just right click on it and do it from there?
Or you can view PDF, it gives you those little controls, you can download it.
Yeah,
Like when you right click on it?
so I'll show you right here.
Yeah, when you view it, it'll,
My wife is using this the other day, she's like, your computer's very slow. I go, yeah. I don't notice it. She might be right though, looking at it too. So here's the PDF version, 65 pages. Right? You don't want that,
No.
you know, so you'd be there like,
Lost your
so what do you wanna sign?
So can you eliminate from this section as well?
No,
Okay.
Yes, I have.
you would go back and do it. So to answer your question about
Go into
saving,
the download,
so to saving it, so here, I print it.
or you print it first?
I don't, know.
Oh, I see.
So this thing here, it says change, so I can say
Right.
save as PDF,
Okay,
and then I can save it to wherever, on the desktop or on a memory stick.
right. If I wanted to make it on my desktop, but then transfer it over to my laptop, what would be the easiest way to do that?
You get a memory stick,
Okay, yeah.
Or if you have Dropbox, you just upload it to Dropbox and then it's
Yeah, you can do
everywhere.
that, exactly.
That Dropbox always
We
throws
need a
me.
Dropbox.
Yeah.
Or even if you have an iCloud account with online storage, you can do it that way too.
So, the
What?
$1 million question.
Just stick with Dropbox.
Yeah.
The $1 million question after all that is, what is the,
No, I
Cause I like working on my desktop for everything and then just
Mhm.
having my, cause I like the big screen, I like all the rooms.
Yeah.
So do you have like, do you have Dropbox then?
I probably do, yeah, but I
So
just
you
don't use
sign
it
up for
cause
it,
it's
yeah.
just like really all confusing to me.
so there you go. After all of that, you've gone through all the properties. So if you take this one off, or the 800, obviously the sales, the numbers are gonna change, okay?
Yeah.
So, not unlike Paragon, though. So, you know, quick and dirty, what did we end up with there on that one? It was, was it 9 something? 923 sold average, right? Going back to the Paragon one that we just looked at, we had sold price average was 918, right?
Gotta go back up to Walnut
Average sold price was 940, so you're in that ballpark. Median right in the middle was 936.5.
Grove. Hey, Kayla, make me one.
And you're at 923, so 918 to 936.
And I don't have it.
So you're still working with both of them and just kind of pulling out
Do you?
the goods out of whichever one
It's
is.
not exact,
Mine
right? I
will
mean,
go
we
on
all,
your phone.
we try to do the best we
No,
can.
it
But
is.
I mean, you can, it's getting to the point where you convince the people, this is what it is, right? I know you want this, you want 50,000 more if you have a jetted tub, right? But it doesn't work that
They
way,
hit me with my
right?
car.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right?
Yeah, very good.
So that's where the sales part comes in.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
You gotta use language like reasonable,
I'm-
normal, balanced market.